The intricate tapestry of modern media is often woven with seemingly small, fleeting moments that, upon closer inspection, reveal a much grander narrative about duty, family resilience, and the strategic choreography of public perception. In an era where every single snapshot, every carefully worded social media caption, and every brief public appearance is scrutinized by millions around the globe, the British royal family continues to master the delicate art of balancing deep institutional traditions with an approachable, deeply human modern identity. Recently, a wave of subtle yet profoundly impactful updates from the household of the Prince and Princess of Wales has captured the absolute fascination of international observers, royal commentators, and dedicated followers alike. These updates do not merely serve as casual glimpses into the private lives of the world's most famous family. Rather, they serve as a masterclass in modern storytelling, blending intense physical endurance, profound philanthropic dedication, and unexpected intersections with global popular culture. To fully understand the weight of these recent developments, one must look past the superficial brilliance of the glossy photographs and dive deep into the atmosphere of quiet determination and strategic grace that currently defines the inner circle of the British monarchy. If you wish to stay continuously updated on the fascinating, unfolding narratives of global events and the hidden layers behind the headlines, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you never miss an in-depth analysis. The atmosphere surrounding the household of Prince William and Catherine has shifted remarkably over recent months, transitioning from a period of cautious, protective privacy to one of vibrant, active engagement with the public consciousness. This transition is not accidental, nor is it merely a routine return to the spotlight. It is a calculated and heartfelt effort to showcase strength, unity, and a renewed commitment to the causes that define their public legacy. At the center of this evolving narrative is a series of moments that highlight the remarkable growth of the royal children, the unbreakable bond between a mother and her family, and an extraordinary display of physical stamina that has left seasoned adventurers in awe. The imagery emerging from these recent events paints a picture of a family that is profoundly grounded, deeply connected to the natural landscapes of their nation, and fiercely supportive of one another through every monumental challenge. Yet, just beneath the surface of these heartwarming family dynamics lies an entirely separate, equally compelling story that connects the future monarch and his wife to the highest echelons of international entertainment. For weeks, whispers and intense speculation had been building across both sides of the Atlantic regarding an impending celebration of monumental proportions, an event that promised to bring together the worlds of sports, music, and Hollywood in a dazzling display of star-studded glamour. The anticipation surrounding this high-profile gathering naturally sparked questions about whether the Prince and Princess of Wales would grace the event with their presence, especially given their well-documented appreciation for contemporary culture and their previous high-profile interactions with global superstars. As the weekend approached, the intersection of royal duty, grueling charitable endeavors, and the glittering world of international celebrity created a fascinating narrative tension, leaving the public eagerly waiting to see how these seemingly disparate worlds would converge. To understand the true depth of this atmosphere, one must first appreciate the sheer scale of the commitment demonstrated by the Princess of Wales, whose recent actions have spoken far louder than any official palace statement ever could. It is against this backdrop of quiet strength, family solidarity, and global intrigue that the latest chapter of the royal story unfolds, presenting a narrative that is as emotionally resonant as it is strategically brilliant, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of the events that have captured the world's collective imagination. The grand unveiling of this narrative began with an unexpected and deeply inspiring digital update that quickly sent shockwaves of admiration across the globe, revealing the true extent of the Princess of Wales's extraordinary dedication to both physical endurance and charitable advocacy. The public learned that Catherine had quietly and successfully undertaken one of the most grueling, demanding, and physically punishing endurance events in the entire United Kingdom, the legendary National Three Peaks Challenge. For those unfamiliar with the sheer magnitude of this endeavour, the challenge is an intense 24-hour race against time that requires participants to climb the highest mountains in Scotland, England and Wales in rapid succession. The journey begins with the daunting ascent of Ben Nevis in the Scottish Highlands, moves swiftly to the rugged and unforgiving terrain of Scafell Pike in the English Lake District, and concludes with the steep slopes of Mount Snowdon, now officially known as Irrywyd Fawr, in the heart of Wales. To complete this monumental task, an individual must trek a total distance of 23 miles on foot, conquer a staggering total ascent of over 10,000 feet, and endure the brutal reality of constant travel between these distant geographical locations under immense time pressure. It is a feat that tests the absolute limits of human stamina, often forcing climbers to navigate treacherous, rocky paths in the absolute pitch-black darkness of night, while battling notoriously unpredictable and adverse British weather conditions, ranging from torrential rains to howling gales. Seeing the future queen of the United Kingdom sport professional workout gear, shoulder a heavy mountain backpack, and conquer these formidable peaks alongside seasoned mountaineers provided a stunning testament to her resilience and unwavering strength of character. This profound display of physical and mental fortitude was not merely a personal milestone for the Princess of Wales, but a deeply purposeful mission dedicated to a cause that has long remained a cornerstone of her royal patronage and personal heart. Catherine undertook this monumental mountain challenge specifically to raise vital awareness and crucial funds for the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity, an institution globally renowned for its pioneering cancer research and exceptional patient care. For years, the Prince and Princess of Wales have maintained a deeply personal connection to this charity, frequently visiting its facilities, speaking with frontline medical staff, and offering comfort to families facing the devastating reality of a cancer diagnosis. By putting her own physical well-being to the test on the highest peaks of the nation, Catherine sought to mirror the courage and endurance shown by cancer patients every single day, turning a grueling athletic challenge into a powerful symbol of hope, solidarity, and philanthropic leadership. The completion of the challenge culminated in a celebratory moment that was beautifully captured and shared with the public on Sunday through a heartfelt social media photo dump, offering an intimate, raw, and unvarnished look at the royal family celebrating this extraordinary triumph together in the great outdoors. The photographs themselves instantly captivated millions, not only for the monumental achievement they represented, but for the fascinating, rapidly changing dynamics they revealed within the royal household itself. In the foremost image, a visibly exhausted but radiant, Catherine stands surrounded by her loving children, her arm wrapped tightly and affectionately around her eldest son, Prince George. What immediately struck royal observers and the public worldwide was the astonishing physical growth of the young prince, who at just 12 years of age is now nearly towering over his mother. Prince George, who carries the immense weight of being the future king, exhibited a remarkable sense of maturity, poise, and quiet confidence in the snapshot, standing as a tall and reassuring presence beside the Princess of Wales. The visual contrast of the young prince transforming from a child into a tall, mature young man served as a powerful reminder of the inevitable passage of time and the steady, unfolding future of the British monarchy. grounding the historic institution in a very relatable and heartwarming family milestone, adding a wonderful layer of youthful energy and classic familial charm to the scene were the younger siblings, who brought their own distinct personalities to this monumental outdoor celebration. The youngest son, 8-year-old Prince Louis, who has long been a favorite of the public for his delightfully expressive and unscripted behavior, was captured playfully and tightly tugging on his mother's arm, clearly eager for her undivided attention after her long and arduous journey. Nearby stood 11-year-old Princess Charlotte, exhibiting her trademark poise and steady grace, yet holding on to her mother with a clear sense of fierce pride and deep emotional attachment. The image of the three children surrounding Catherine, each interacting with her in their own unique way, painted an incredibly rich and authentic picture of maternal bond, showcasing a family that, despite their extraordinary global status, remains deeply anchored in the simple, profound joys of mutual love, protection, and shared accomplishment. While Catherine was undoubtedly the central hero of the physical challenge, another highly significant photograph in the collection revealed that she was absolutely not alone in her journey, highlighting the robust support system that underpins their entire household. This additional snapshot captured a tender and candid moment of the four of them chatting warmly with Prince William, who had travelled to the location to stand as a pillar of support for his wife during the final stages of her grueling endurance event. The future king was pictured looking on with immense pride and admiration, engaging in a lively, joyful conversation with his wife and children as they decompressed from the intense physical trial. In other frames of the collection, Catherine could be seen clasping Prince Louis's small hand firmly while holding Princess Charlotte tightly against her side, demonstrating an overwhelming desire to reconnect physically and emotionally with her family after spending hours battling the isolating and treacherous conditions of the mountain peaks. Her accompanying caption beautifully synthesized the entire experience, simply stating that this time last week she was completing the National Three Peaks Challenge, while extending a massive and heartfelt thank you to every single person who had offered their support to the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity. However, even as the world was busy digesting and celebrating this magnificent display of royal endurance and family unity, an entirely different kind of excitement and narrative tension was brewing behind the scenes, connecting the royal couple to a massive international event across the Atlantic Ocean. For weeks, the media had been whipped into an absolute frenzy regarding the highly anticipated star-studded wedding of global music icon Taylor Swift and professional football superstar Travis Kelce, which was scheduled to take place on Friday in the heart of New York City. Given the unprecedented global fame of both the bride and the groom, the event was universally hailed as the celebrity wedding of the century, drawing immense speculation about which high-profile figures from the worlds of entertainment, politics, and royalty would secure a coveted invitation to the ceremony. Because Prince William and Catherine had previously demonstrated a very public and enthusiastic appreciation for Taylor Swift's artistry, most notably when the Prince of Wales was seen joyfully dancing with his children at her concert in London, rumours began to circulate rapidly that the royal couple might actually make a surprise historic appearance at the New York City nuptials, a move that would have permanently fused the worlds of ancient monarchy and modern pop culture hierarchy in an unprecedented spectacle. The massive wave of public interest surrounding the star-studded celebration in New York City eventually brought a highly anticipated resolution regarding the involvement of the British royal family. While millions of eager fans and media outlets had spent weeks constructing elaborate theories about a potential surprise appearance by the future monarch and his wife, Official reports quickly confirmed that Prince William and Catherine were a definitive no-show at the glittering Friday wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at Madison Square Garden. Given the immense scale of the multi-day celebration, which saw a massive influx of Hollywood legends, chart-topping musicians, and elite professional athletes descend upon Manhattan, the absence of the Prince and Princess of Wales was deeply felt by royal watchers. However, the true story behind their connection to the newlyweds proved to be far more intimate, meaningful, and strategically fascinating than a simple appearance at a crowded, heavily publicized wedding ceremony ever could have been. It was revealed that the royal couple had actually chosen to bypass the intense media circus of the New York nuptials in favor of a much more private, meaningful interaction, having secretly met up with the bride and groom well ahead of the actual wedding day. The Times of India, according to highly credible institutional insiders, this ultra-private, under-the-radar meeting most likely took place in London back in May, during a brief window when both the Grammy-winning music icon and the three-time Super Bowl champion were visiting the United Kingdom. This clandestine rendezvous allowed the four high-profile individuals to connect away from the prying eyes of paparazzi, flashing cameras, and the relentless scrutiny that characterizes their daily public lives. The subtle confirmation of this high-level crossover began to emerge almost simultaneously with the wedding itself, leaving a trail of fascinating breadcrumbs for the public to decode. Travis Kelce heavily hinted at the incredible meetup during a surprise episode of his massively popular podcast, which he co-hosts with his brother, where he spoke with genuine warmth and admiration about his interactions with the Prince of Wales. This digital connection perfectly mirrored earlier hints dropped by Prince William himself during a light-hearted radio interview, where the future king playfully teased the public by stating he had absolutely no comment regarding the upcoming wedding, while knowingly adding that he was quite sure an invitation might be floating around somewhere. The decision of the Prince and Princess of Wales to prioritize a quiet, deeply personal meeting over a highly visible appearance at a massive celebrity event underscores the sophisticated, modern approach the royal household takes toward its public relations and global standing. Rather than allowing the historic institution of the monarchy to be absorbed into the fleeting, hyper-commercialized world of modern celebrity culture, William and Catherine chose to maintain a distinct boundary of dignity, choosing private friendship over public spectacle. This careful navigation of public life is deeply intertwined with the biographies and evolving public roles of the event's primary participants, each of whom stands at the absolute pinnacle of their respective fields. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who recently celebrated her 44th birthday, has spent over a decade meticulously crafting a public legacy defined by unwavering composure, intense philanthropic focus, and a deep dedication to early childhood development and mental health awareness. Her recent conquest of the grueling National Three Peaks Challenge marks an incredibly profound milestone in her personal life and public journey, serving as a powerful, triumphant demonstration of physical vitality and personal resilience following her well-documented period of health challenges and her successful transition into full cancer remission. By channeling her immense global platform into a grueling 24-hour endurance trek, Catherine did not just raise significant funds for the hospital that guided her through her own medical recovery, she permanently solidified her image as a hands-on, deeply empathetic leader who walks the walk alongside the people she represents. News Cord standing firmly beside her throughout this journey of recovery and public re-emergence is Prince William, whose own biography is increasingly defined by preparation for the ultimate responsibility of kingship. As the heir apparent to the British throne, William has spent recent years balancing the immense, rigid demands of centuries-old constitutional traditions with the realities of raising 3 young children in the modern digital age. His presence at the base of the mountains to welcome his wife back from her grueling physical trial provided a powerful, unscripted visual of partnership and family solidarity, reinforcing the couple's shared message that their personal bond remains the absolute foundation of their public duty. This emphasis on grounded family values stands in fascinating, brilliant contrast to the glittering, high-energy world inhabited by their American friends Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, whose recent union has captured the collective imagination of the global entertainment landscape. At 36 years of age, Taylor Swift stands as an unprecedented cultural and economic force, breaking historical records with her monumental global tours and rewriting the rules of the music industry through sheer artistic and business brilliance. Her marriage to Travis Kelce, an equally dominant and charismatic figure within the realm of American professional sports, has created an absolute pop culture juggernaut that effortlessly commands the attention of millions across multiple continents when looking at the broader picture. The fascinating intersection between the British royal family and these titans of modern American popular culture reveals a deeper truth about the nature of global influence in the 21st century. While the Prince and Princess of Wales derive their status from ancient lineage, historical continuity, and a lifetime of dedicated institutional service, figures like Swift and Kelce command an equally massive, highly passionate global audience built on contemporary merit, entertainment excellence, and digital connection. By establishing a quiet, respectful relationship behind closed doors, both couples demonstrate a profound understanding of their unique positions at the very top of the global cultural hierarchy. The story that began with a mother's grueling, rain-soaked trek across the highest mountain peaks of Scotland, England, and Wales, and transitioned into the glamorous, star-studded boardrooms of international celebrity, ultimately concludes as a cohesive narrative about the diverse ways in which modern leaders inspire, connect, and navigate the immense pressures of the global spotlight. It is a world where a quiet moment of family love on a windy Welsh hillside carries just as much weight and enduring power as a dazzling celebration in the heart of New York City, proving that despite the massive differences in their daily lives, the pursuit of genuine connection, purposeful dedication, and family strength remains a universal human endeavor that transcends boundaries, oceans, and generations.